everyone, I'm Jen.
And I'm Joe.
And we're Jen and Joe.
On the go. So we're recording this a little more towards the end of our cruise. And yes, you could tell Jen is very chirpy and chipper and perky and all the rest of it.
That is not how this cruise started, so I wanted to talk to you about my sea sickness journey, because I'm sure a lot of you out there are wondering if you'll get seasick, what to do if you do get seasick on a cruise.
So preface this,
because I didn't think I was going to get sick.
Preface this by saying there was no puking involved.
No.
Thank goodness for that. You weren't that bad. But you were definitely uneasy and nauseous and unsettled. And
I was
loopy.
woozy.
Very woozy.
Very woozy.
Yeah.
So literally, we were in a champagne tasting at 4:15 on our first day of the cruise, which was Sunday, October 29th.
Yeah.
And as soon as the ship started moving, I could feel it, and I instantly became nauseous.
Yeah, yeah.
And I even did all the things. I had the ear patch, the patch behind my ear, and I had the C-bands, which are just like their wristbands with like an acupuncture pressure point.
Acupressure.
So you put them like on the other side, you do it like 3 fingertips from your wrist with the pressure point on the inside of your wrist in that spot. So those didn't do anything for me. And
it did some.
I mean,
what
I guess
it did was not
prevented
good.
me from throwing up.
No. It made your wrists really swollen and bruised.
My hands got very swollen, and I got bruised on my wrist from the acupuncture bands, the sickness bands.
It's pressure, not puncture.
So I would not use those on a future cruise. Plus, I don't think they did anything but hurt and bruise my wrist.
Yeah, it feels very uncomfortable. I put it on and said, nah, you know what, I'm not going to wear this at all. I don't like it. I don't wear watches or anything.
So this was the brand that we used that didn't work out very well. And maybe they were just too tight on me. Maybe I should have gone with a bigger size, but I don't think they did anything.
Well, you need the pressure. It needs to be tight enough to put pressure right on
there was pressure.
The point.
I had like an indentation on my wrist. I should have documented that.
Well, it just didn't work for you, so that's
And then I also used these. Let me see if it's gonna... So they're little, like, they look like little round Band-Aids, and you just put them behind your ear. So I don't know if this worked or not. I don't think it did, just because the minute I started taking this, I started feeling better. So this is a pill. These are little pills. They remind me of St. Joseph's aspirin. They're little pink pills. You take 1 to 2 a day. And it took about 5 hours to kick in. So I started taking these Sunday around lunchtime. And I would say early Sunday.
No, Monday.
Or Monday.
Yeah,
I took them on Monday. After our Palo brunch. Our Palo brunch was at 11:45, so I probably took them close to 1:30. And I'd say by 4, I was feeling great.
So this Bonine brand it's meclizine. It's 25 milligrams of meclizine, which is an anti-nausea motion sickness medication. But it says it's non-drowsy.
It was. I didn't feel.
You didn't feel any drowsiness at all?
No, felt great.
Personally, for me, whenever I take anything and everything makes me drowsy. So I'm curious, maybe I will try this tonight just to see how it would affect me, just in regards to drowsiness.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I really have not felt anything. I have put the patch on behind my ear. I've been wearing that every day, but I really have not felt anything. You could definitely feel the ship moving. We were just now downstairs meeting Ariel, and that part of the ship, which is right in front of the Walt Disney Theater, you really feel it there. And maybe because it's all enclosed and the air circulation is not very good right at that spot, it just, oh man.
So for me personally, these did not work, but the Bonine tablets did.
The meclizine.
Meclizine. I will also say that I think it helped that I stayed hydrated. I was constantly drinking water.
Lots and lots of water.
And I will say I'm now an Evian lover of water that can't afford to do at home. It's more like the faucet water for me. But this is a luxury and it's bougie and I really like it. And yes, you can taste a difference in the water.
I
think you can.
It's
just gonna say
clean and pure and very wet and very tasty and very lovely.
Yes.
Well, it's from French natural spring water, so French springs.
Maybe in the Alps. Are the Alps in France? I know they're in Switzerland.
No, they're French Alps too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, and I forced myself to eat. As difficult as that was at times, I think it would have been worse if I had an empty stomach.
Yes.
So I didn't eat everything that was in front of me, but I would taste things just to get something in my stomach.
Yeah.
So that's what I will recommend if you suffer from seasickness like I did. Thank goodness I didn't throw up. There were a couple times where, like, we were the first night of our cruise, we were watching one of the theater shows and I had to get up and leave. I couldn't stand being in the theater anymore because I could really, really, really feel the boat moving.
Yeah.
Plus, I had to go to the bathroom. I had to pee. It was very uncomfortable. But that's where I felt a lot of the motion of the boat rocking me back and forth, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
So I would say save your money. I mean, if you want to try them, the acupuncture, seasick bands, and the ear patch. I'm curious, like, if I took this off right now, I don't really think it would make a difference, but I'm afraid to take it off. But I just know that I did feel better when I took the Bow 9.
Yeah, so
felt instantly better once it kicked in.
That's good. So at least you have that. You know that works for the future.
Yes.
And the fact that it did not make you drowsy helps.
No.
That was my concern, was whether or not I would feel nauseous or sick or feel the boat. And if I had to take the meclizine, what would it do? Would I be, passed out sleeping for a couple of hours after I take it? So anyway, but for me, thank goodness I've been okay.
Yeah, I really thought that Joe would be the one who was seasick and I was fine, and it was the total reverse. I kept saying, don't you feel gross? Don't you feel sick? He's like, nope, I feel great.
I feel great.
Give me more. I can do this every day.
I know. So with concierge, you get, the alcohol. The bar is open from 5 to 10. I couldn't even drink
for 2 days.
Yeah, you finally had a pina colada yesterday, last night, and that was good. You enjoyed it and didn't make you sick at all. Yeah, I've been
even had a floater on top.
Yeah, you had a floater of rum right on top. Raymond did a good job making that drink for you. For me, I've been going straight to the Macallan on the rocks every night. It's been really good. I can't lie. I really enjoyed it.
I'm just happy that I started to feel better because Disney cruises are expensive.
Yeah.
And you want to enjoy yourself, and it's no fun being sick. But also, thank goodness I brought all of these with me. But I have heard that guest services will give you Dramamine for free and do not purchase it in the gift shop, which I guess they sell them in the gift shop, but you can get them for free from guest services.
Now this brand, this Bow 9 brand, on the box it actually says less drowsy than Dramamine.
It did not make me drowsy at all.
Yeah, so I don't know, Dramamine, what is in it that would cause you to be drowsy, or what Bow 9 has done.
Yeah, just make sure you read the packaging. Yeah. I mean, perhaps you want to spend some of your cruise sleeping if you don't feel good. I mean, I know that it was nice for me to lay around and rest, but I did force myself to eat, as unpleasant as that was, and I did force myself to drink, and I do think that helped too.
Yes, definitely drinking water will help.
So anyway, I hope you don't get seasick on your next cruise, and if you do, maybe look into the things I suggested you do or not do.
Couldn't hurt. Just plan ahead. Make sure to bring some of the stuff ahead of time.
I think it's better to have the stuff with you than to actually get sick and have nothing.
Right.
And have to have the boat turn around for a medical emergency because...
Hopefully not. I mean...
I don't know.
Yeah, they do have medical services on the ship, so something like that, they can take care of you pretty quickly and easily, I think.
But you don't want it to come to that. You want to be able to take care of yourself.
And enjoy your time, I mean, a vacation should not be wrought with worry and stress and anxiety because you're feeling nauseous. But, it's okay. At least you conquered it. You learned something. We're all good. We're the better for it.
Yes, and I really only lost a day and a half, which is a lot on vacation, but at least I started feeling better.
Thank goodness, yes. Yeah. And it's not like you were cooped up in the room.
No, I forced myself to do things. I forced myself to do trivia. I forced myself to meet characters because I didn't want to spend that time in the room.
Right.
Feeling sorry for myself and sleeping. Yeah. Even though that's really what I wanted to do.
I know. I'm sorry. Well, next time we just do the meclizine earlier on.
Yes.
Yeah, just start it, you know, before you get on the boat.
Yes.
But
so anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the next Jen and Joe on the go action, because our ship life has been extended.
Yes.
So tune in for that video.
Well, yes, we've got information coming.
I think this
left,
one will
right,
be
and center.
posted earlier than all the rest.
Yeah, we'll see how I'm going to do it in what order.
Play off yet.
Yeah, it's got to get home and do the editing. But yeah, we ship was delayed a little bit. Or tune into the other videos to find out why.
You don't need to
hear. Yeah, so public service announcement brought to you by Jen and Joe on the Go. If you're sick and puking, there are plenty of buckets around, so try to aim for one of those.
Okay, bye!
Bye!